Get in the zone. Dean Scale Model Zone.
Hey everybody, Dean here from Dean Scale Model Zone. Time for another Model Cars and Coffee, hosted by Paul from Left Coast Model Car Bills. Yeah, another Model Cars and Coffee. I've already drank my coffee, but I've got a Mountain Dew here off to the side. It's got caffeine, right? um, anyways, So yeah, I broke this one out. This is a car that I built, over 20 years ago. Wasn't finished 20 years ago, but most of it was done. The only thing I didn't do was clear coat it and bare metal foil, and I had decided on any wheels for it yet. So that's what I did about a year ago, and it was my first attempt at a multicolor, kind of a lowrider paint scheme. Not as good as a lot of the ones I've seen online, but it was my first attempt with masking and airbrushing a different color paint scheme. So I've got a combination of, you'll see on it, but a combination of paint and decals. So everything you see in red, you will see in red is decals. There is a blue Chevy. I'll show it. Let me just get you turned around and I'll start talking about it. All right. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate everybody that comes and watches my channel and has subscribed and liked or commented on my stuff. I appreciate it very much. Like I said, I don't get much time, just the weekends, to get on here and show stuff. So, anyways, let me get you turned around. I'll show you the car so you can get on with your day, or on to another video. And check out. I got a lot of great channels to choose from. All right, so let me get you turned around. All right, so here we've got Monogram's 65 Impala. It's a really nice kit, very nice detail. Like I said, I wanted to do something a little bit different than, and so I went with the two colors on the paint. The yellow is, I want to say, Testors enamel airbrushed. I think it was the Testors colors by Boyd. At the time, they had those Boyd colors. And the same thing with the blue. The blue is, I want to say, the same thing, but like I said, I had never clear coated it. And I did my best at the time with the single action Pache. I tried to go dark around the edges and the lighter in the middle. There was a little, I've got some texture on. It's not perfect, but this was, I clear coated it about a year ago with the Duplicolor 1K Clear. So like I was saying, everything that you see in red or other than the blue, yellow and blue is, well, except for the Chevy, those are decals from my salvaged decal folders, box. So the like I was saying, I tried to go light in the center, dark around the edges. What was really interesting, or at the time, I actually put the tape on, and at the time, I want to say I was using the blue painter's masking tape, and I drew it on here and then cut it while it was on the yellow paint. I don't know how, but I managed to, when I came time to take the tape off, it came off without pulling any of the yellow paint. So I got real lucky with that. I went through the like I said, mentioned, this cool little flame decal. I just went through the parts box and just kind of held up, looked at things that might blend in, or match and go well with the car. And I think it turned out all right. And then I wanted to, about a year ago or so, was looking for wheels, and I didn't have any, wheels I was happy with, but I did have these, I think they were Pegasus wheels. And I was like, those look good on there. So I think they look good. I put them on, and I'm real happy with it. I carried the colors over into the middle, or the inside. So I've got yellow within a blue and red interior. Stuck with the yellow steering wheel and everything. It's a really nice kit, really nice detail. Even if you stayed with the stock version, it builds up really nice. And the interior, or the engine bay. One thing when you build or paint, take into the amount of coats of paint into consideration, because I think after I did the clear coat, the hood does not sit really flush, but because it did before, and it's not warped. It's just the buildup of paint, I want to say. So, but the engine, I left off so far. I need to go back and I still have them in the box. The air conditioning lines and stuff. It's a really nice detailed engine. I forgot to add, I did a little bit of the Tamiya black wash to bring out some detail on the engine. Looks really, the engine builds up very nice as it is. So yeah, the chassis pretty much basics, nothing fancy done with that. Yeah. Monogram 65 Chevy Impala. Nice kit. Highly recommend it. I think there's a convertible version as well. Not sure. But I like I said, it's purple on the box, or a light purple color on the box that it comes in. Very nice kit. Builds up really nice. And I highly recommend it. So there you go. There's my model cars and coffee for this Sunday. And from here I'm gonna go on to make another video of my little shop update, my model zone, an update on what's going on in my model zone, and trying to finish up some kits. I'm trying to get in a new habit of finishing, not having more than 2 going on at a time, because I've got way more than that going on. And with some of the shows coming up in 2026, I have a couple that will fit the themes, and it gives me some motivation to motivate me to finish them. So anyways, but that's all I've got. All right, I'll get back to you. I pinned the mirrors, and so every time I move them, I seem to bump them, and I need to put another dab of glue or something to, just to hold them. But every time I move the model, they sometimes get bumped. All right, enough of me rambling. Y'all have a great Sunday, and we'll talk to y'all later. Hope you have a good week. Again, thanks for subscribing and liking and commenting on my channel. I appreciate every one of you. And don't forget to visit Paul at Left Coast Model Car Works and Model Car Works. And I got a note right now. But anyways, we'll see you next time. All right, y'all take care. Bye.